Hey guys, JH, welcome to Practice Tee. Just doing a bit of audio test today. Where I hit the balls from here, when I come away to get the solitude and not be disturbed, I've got to go over with the cows, but unfortunately we're very close to the freeway here. And the freeway noise sometimes on the video, it obliterates everything. So I've knocked down all the gain for all you audio guys out there. So it may be a little subdued today. And the impact, although it normally sounds like a blancmange type impact, it'll probably sound even softer today. Okay guys, what I want to do today, I've changed the angle too. I'm going to hit some shots basically just at a slight tangent to the camera so I can give you a better feel of the geometry of the golf swing and the angulation, if there's such a word, that you have to apply in the golf swing. Now guys, there is latitude in this golf swing. At the end of the day, all we're trying to do, and however you do this is up to you, but I'm developing this swing for my physicality and my capabilities. At the end of the day, guys, all we want to do is be able to hit the ball in a channel beside the body, here. Outside the body, not in front of the body, here. That is the main difference between this golf swing and every other golf swing. All golf swings traditionally have always incorporated what I call a forward of centre line of the body ball position, every golf swing. And I think probably Jack Nicklaus probably added to that more than anybody with Jack's mantra where he played everything off the left heel. And that's about as far forward as you can get. Now Jack's the greatest player in the history of the game, and it worked for Jack. But for most people, that doesn't work. You've got to have Jack's physicality, you've got to have Jack's type of dynamics, his geometry, everything. And guys, I'm just digressing, but every great golf swing we've ever seen, there's been very few people that have ever been able to manifest that golf swing over to themselves simply because they're not built like those guys. They don't have the anatomics of those people. Don't have the physicalities, don't have the flexibilities. We've never seen anybody swing like Hogan. To swing like Hogan, you had to have his physicality, his flexibility, be his size, have his arm length, his component lengths, all those balance factors. You'll never see anyone swing like that. We've never seen anyone swing like Hogan. We've seen a couple of facsimiles, but Ken Venturi tried to model his swing on Hogan. He looked nothing like Hogan. John Gustin didn't look like Hogan. So guys, what I do is what I do. That's the reality. I do what I do because that's what I have to do. But all we want to do, guys, is have a golf swing that works from the side of the body in a channel, here. From that side of the body, the trail side of the body in a channel, when we hit it. Here. That's all we want. How you do that's up to you. I do what I do because I think that for me is reasonably easy to apply. Now, one of the main things, one of the main feels that you have to build, and you've really got to get it into the system, into your bodily system. And that is, guys, that when we hit the golf ball, we're coming from here. We've got to make sure that we're in that channel there. And this lead shoulder is closed when we hit the golf ball. How much it's closed is up to you. You have to work that out with how far you hit the ball when you're practicing, what your variances what your variances are in terms of ratios of pushes or whatever to the target. You've got to work that out. For me, it's about 45 open, and then I back cock onto the line. For you it might be 50 open, it might be 25. Depends. And some of you may not play the ball back as far as I play it. I don't think you'll have the success with the swing if you play it any further forward than maybe the big toe or just inside the big toe of the trail foot. Because guys, you can't get the club tracking this way if the ball's up there. You'll take your hip off trying to get to it, or you'll fall back here so far that you'll just leave the face open. Now so the main feeling is, guys, that when we hit it, after we back cocked, we've got to have this feeling about us. I'm over here. Okay, here we are. Let's go through it. I'm facing the camera. That's parallel. My target's straight over the camera. They're just left of the camera. I turn the feet. I step away. For me, that's about 45, maybe 50 degrees left as a right-hander from that target line. I keep going over this, guys, but we've got to go there. So that's the difference here. Now, if I swung on that body line there with my shoulders, here, I'd hit the ball 50 degrees left. So what I have to do is I have to compensate. Once I'm over here, I've got to then get back onto that target line. I've got a back cock here. But once I'm here, guys, I never want to ever get those shoulders moving in any direction other than that one. The slightest bit of movement of the lead shoulder moving that way, and you're going to come over the ball. You're just going to come over the ball. So the feeling we have to cultivate after we're here is this. And we used to do this with the Mo Norman schools. But guys, this is the feeling you got to get. If you put a club there, back here, and then come in like that with your trail arm and get that feeling there where that right shoulder has ducked and the trail shoulder is ducked and the lead shoulder is up. That's the feeling we want. Now that's the way to get the feeling of the lead shoulder being closed. This is the way of getting that feeling. Okay, that arm's out there, so it's not indicative of what we're doing in the golf swing, but it will give you the feeling of that lead shoulder being closed and needing to be closed, and the trail shoulder ducking here, and those shoulders staying in that position there. Now if I just drop that club there, and I put my both hands on, that's how I want to be when I hit it, here. But that drill there will give you a really good feeling for the pressure points. And where do we put it? We put it back here a couple of feet. There. Get that lead shoulder closed. Here. And feel this here. That's how we can feel the channel, guys. That's how we feel the channel behind the body. Here. That's how we feel it. Now then you'll feel some pressure in your lats here. Now these are the pressure points that you want to cultivate, because if you're not feeling those points, your shoulder's not closed. If you're not feeling that pressure in that lat there, I feel it right up into the top of my shoulder here, but primarily in the lats, and a little bit of the trap up there, the trapezius. I don't know why I said that, because I don't like instructors that go into anatomical descriptives of muscle groups and things, because 99.9% of golfers have no idea what they are. So let's just say that I feel tension in that part of my body here. I feel tension in that part of my body there. I feel that trail shoulder forcing down that way. All right. And I want to feel, guys, I want to feel when I hit the ball, as a feeling, I want to feel that my shoulders are way closed, because they won't be, because the natural rotational forces and inertia in a golf swing, the radial inertia in a golf swing, will bring the golf club from what we want to feel, which is basically a straight line. If I'm aiming at the target and I back here, then I back cock, the club's moving in a straight line, guys. Do it this way. These are all the descriptives. Now I haven't done a very good job to date, I must say, of explaining this. All right, here we are. Turn the feet. Back cock the shoulders. Now, when I turn my shoulders from that, now in the back cock, guys, we've gone a quarter turn. So if you've got a 90-degree shoulder turn, you've taken 45 degrees out of it straight away. Once we back cock to here, then when we go here, this is where the golf club is, guys, it's here. This is cutting that ribbon. It's straight lining to the ball. Straight lining. It's a straight line feel to the golf ball. It won't be an absolute straight line because you go straight across the target line and the ball would go right, but that's the feeling. That's the feeling you want. And you will never get. You will never get the shoulders staying perfectly that much closed when you hit it. But we want them closed. Whatever the percentage is, it doesn't matter. But they have to be closed per se. If you can close them 20%, that's fantastic. If you can close them 30%, that's unbelievable. If you can only close them 2%, but the fact that they're closed will enable you to straight line the club to the ball. If they're open, guys, you can't straight line it. You just cannot straight line it to the ball. That's the reality. Now, one of the guys on the channel in a comment said that I'm not, when I'm hitting some shots demonstrating, I'm not going through the complete procedure like that. Now that is the teaching procedure and the assimilation procedure for you guys. Now I've been through that. I'm like a week into this now, and I've hit quite a few shots with it, so I can actually forego that and just basically feel where I need to be, and particularly with the driver, I can just feel myself in a position. When I go from here, I can just feel, I can just step away. I can step away. And I'm not, and I don't have as much back cock as I do in the drill, in the learning drill. And the learning drill being this, 90 degrees to the target, okay, here. Now my shoulders are there, now I've got a back cock. Now I know that I've got a back cock, so I'm actually doing that as sort of a prelude. I'm actually doing it a little bit earlier. I don't have to go through this procedure because I've gone past that as a feel. I know what I've got to do now, but you guys don't know yet, so you've got to go through the procedure. So that's why I'm looking a little, not so much haphazard, but I'm not going through the exact protocol of the sequence. But what really is important, guys, is that the shoulders must be closed when you hit the golf ball. And I just saw on my phone just when I was getting out of the car, I mean, I probably get 120 text messages a day, or all types of, and one just came up from a guy and he said, I've never seen a PGA Pro use this swing. Well, pretty simple explanation for that. It was only invented about 7 days ago. So no PGA Pro could ever use it because no PGA Pro has ever known about it. And I don't think any PGA Pro has ever gone down the road of playing the ball off the back foot. So that's why whoever made that comment, that's the reason that you've never seen a PGA Pro because it's so new. That's the reason, guys. It's about 7 or 8 days old. Be interesting this time next year. I don't think that comment will apply. Okay, now I've got a different angle here today, so hopefully we can get some good look at the angles. Beautiful day here today, guys. Unbelievable. This is winter. Just my car was like 26 degrees Celsius. Just unbelievable. Okay, we'll just hit a couple this way. Oh guys, and the other thing, and I've got to keep going on this, somebody again asked the 5 o'clock nose, what part of the, how do you equate a 5 o'clock nose? Well guys, it's a clock that's in front of you there, facing you. Big clock facing you this way. 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. 5 o'clock is there. So that's where our nose goes. If I've got the clock in front of me here, there's the 5 o'clock there. When you get into this position here, turn the head to 5 o'clock. Now the guy that had the best 5 o'clock nose in history, and it was a cornerstone of his swing, was Jack Nicklaus. And if you watch Jack, this was Jack in his setup. This was Jack. Look at the target. Get here and then he go. That was his precursor to taking the club away when. And then he stayed there. As did Sam Snead. Sam Snead went off his tiny little forward press and then just got that 5 o'clock nose back here. Snead hit past his nose unbelievably. Well, Jack did it better than anybody. Hogan did it. So there's a huge amount of, unbelievable amount of discipline in this, guys, particularly with the back ball position. Because the shoulders want to open up, and that trail shoulder wants to push that chin around, which pushes the nose around. Now you've got to resist that. The single difference between an absolutely perfectly flush hit for me is the 5 o'clock nose. And as I said in the other videos, I get it over the ball, and I'll get, as soon as I start to take it away, it just goes. So I've got to be able to embed it a little bit better. So here we go. Just hit a couple here. Here. Feet apart. And guys, getting the distance to the golf ball, the closer you can get to it, the better this golf swing is. The reason I say that is obviously if I was a long way away from the golf ball, the swing would be very, very archy, very radial. If I got right on top of it like a putt, here, it will be very, very upright. Now we're not going to be that close to the ball unless we've got Bryson DeChambeau's 72 degree irons. So if we're going to go with, try and get, I'm just feeling that I'm a lot closer to the ball than I've ever been, and that helps with the gripping down since I've tested the one length Cobra iron, so I grip everything down to the one length Cobra. Now with the driver, the ball position can vary a little bit because you're further away from it, guys, and the swing is going to be more radial. And there's going to have to be a lot more commitment to straight lining into the ball. I actually feel that, I'm trying to get it at least the middle of my right foot, but I'm not. I notice on the video I'm sort of just on the big toe, but I want to be down there. And of course I'm gripping the driver down that much. So that lets me get a lot closer than normal. But if you're gripping a driver at normal length, it's going to be hard to assimilate initially. Okay. Haven't hit any shots, guys. Okay, back cock. Sorry guys, just somebody up there on a horse. I won't get there. Five o'clock nose. If you can actually hit a couple of shots, guys, where you do this, just a little swing. Just a little swing like that. Now my shoulder would have been closed when I hit it, when I hit the ball. But of course after I've hit it, the inertia of the swing wants to turn it around a little bit. And of course in a normal golf swing, after I've hit it, I'm back here finished because all that energy is going forward. But that'll give you the feeling. Back cock. Wow, that's a great shot for the first shot of the day. Wow. Now whereas the impact position, guys, is very much positioned over the trail vertical axis, all these components here, I still get through onto the front foot, but I'm not going onto the front foot like that. I don't want to get my mass over there. I'm happy to fire the mass here into that lead leg, but that lead leg is pushing back into the trail axis. Now what was good then is I've had about 5 or 10 minutes talking to you guys about the 5 o'clock nose, and I really had that cemented, and I hit that beautifully. And I had a, I don't know if you guys know what a bench dip is. It's where you have 2 benches and you get here and then you just lower yourself down. I had a challenge with a young guy this morning, and I just had to beat him, and I didn't only want to beat him, I just wanted to put my number out of reach for him to do, and he never got anywhere near it, but I'm paying for it. Oh, here feels like someone stabbed me with a 10-inch dagger in both I'm not going to say the muscle groups, but here, guys, I'm so sore, and I really am sore, I'm painfully sore. The older you get, JH, the sillier you get. Okay, here we go. This should be a good angle for you guys. Look at this here, 45 degrees here. Here's our target. I'm going to back cock. If I put a cross, now I'm now across the line, and that's where I want to hit it. If I could hit the ball like that for the rest of my life, I would never change anything, because that's a perfectly struck golf shot. I'd never change anything. That's dead straight, right beside the other golf ball, and it was absolutely effortless. So this angle, guys, this angle might be good for you to see. I'll just hit a... I've warmed up, I've hit 2 shots. Oh, guys, honestly, I can hardly bend down, really. Oh, I'm so sore. And I did another exercise on my hamstrings. They're so tight. Like, I'm an old dude. I can't do this stuff. Well, I can do it, but my body hates it. My body hates it. These Forte golf balls. I don't think they're selling them anywhere else in the world. The guys overseas, I think they're selling them over there. I think they're only selling them in Australia at the moment, in New Zealand. It's a great golf ball. Okay. Here we go. Here I am, just slightly left of the camera. Here. Balls here, guys. This is your checkpoint. If you can do that with your trail arm and you don't run into yourself, then you're in the right position. But if you run into yourself, the ball's too far forward. It's just a straight line here. If you can do that, then you're in the right position with your ball. Okay, here I am here. Yeah. Turn around. Back cock it. 5 o'clock nose. There's a brand new ball lost. Oh, that's all right. Now the other thing, guys, in order to keep that lead shoulder up and closed, you've got to pull with that lead arm, that lead hand. Pull as hard as you can with that, and that'll really, the more you pull with that and pull it towards the ball, the more that lead shoulder will go up. Oh. I got a whole bunch of these Callaway balls that they made for the British market. They're like a soccer ball. I got a couple of gross of them. The guys gave them to me, and I use them for practice balls. But gee, they're good balls, and they're easy to find with all those little red pentagons on them. I know. Here we go. Square. Kick the feet. Kick the feet. Here. Now guys, again, I haven't got the club gripped in my hand, because if I turn gripped, I'll open the club face. So I have the club just there, and I'm just letting my hands turn, and then I grip it. Okay, 5 o'clock nose, JH. Aim a lot left. I'll aim a long way left here, and you'll see good angles. Okay, back cock it. 5 o'clock nose, JH. Guys, it's just such a fantastic feeling with the driver to know you can't go over here. So what does it feel? Does it feel like a blocky type swing? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does feel like a blocky type swing. Feel like I'm blocking the ball to the target. Nothing wrong with that, because there's no rotary arcing, releasing of the body process in this golf swing. None. I'll just do one more. Yep. Okay, get a lot of pull on this JH, and a lot of 5 o'clock nose. A lot of left hand pull. For me, being a right-hander. That's the best drive I've hit since I've been on the system, guys. For the week. God, honestly, I've aimed that. There's a cow on the other side of the fence there, and I aimed it at the cow. And it just landed within the body of the cow. Not on the other side of the fence, but you know, the cow's probably, what, 8 foot long or something? It just landed within the body of the cow. And I hit it straight at the cow. So in Australia, you could call that a cow of a shot. If you ever hit a bad shot, you say that's a cow of a shot. But that was a cow shot. That's a fantastic shot. Really love that shot. 5 o'clock nose, probably had a 3 o'clock. And this is it, guys. We're ingraining all the thoughts. Now, I had a lot of emphasis then on the pull here to keep that lead shoulder up. And of course, I lost the focus on the 5 o'clock nose. Now, all these things have to be thought of. See, if you don't have a program, if you don't think about this, people say, I want to do something automatically. You can't do anything that you've never done before. If you haven't got a program. If you haven't got a program for it, you can't do it. That's why if I took anybody that's never been a javelin thrower or a whatever in their life and said, okay, throw this javelin, they couldn't throw it because they don't have a program for it. Or they couldn't do a high jump because they don't have a program for it. It's like your computer guys. There's no program in there, there's nothing out. That's the reality. If you don't have a program, you have no result. Don't let anyone else tell you anything else. Okay, here we go. Got one of my students turning up here, so I'll have to just cut this short. Okay guys, here we go. Turn it here. 5 o'clock nose and a lot of left side pull. You know when I said that other drive was the best drive hit since I've been on the program? That was the best one. Now that's within the cow, that's a cow of a shot, but that's gone way by the cow. That's over in the paddock, and the big bull's over there. I might have to sacrifice that. He doesn't like me. He should, because there's a lot of bull in JH, a lot of people say. So we should be kindred species. Okay guys, well we'll just leave it there, and we'll do some more, but these are the specifics and the little bits that we really need to have in this golf swing. And that alignment and this angle here will help you as well. Okay guys, have a look at that, and we'll do some more tomorrow.